What if I told you that you're just a few strategies and 180 days away from breaking $10,000 to $50,000 months in your wedding photography or filmmaking business? What if I told you that you could add an additional 6 figures in your business in the next 180 days? Like our student Kyle Condor Media, who we recently helped scale to 6 figures in 180 days, then $212,000 a year in 12 months. Don't believe me? Well, in this workshop, I'm going to show you how we've scaled wedding photography and filmmaking businesses to the $100,000 to close to $500,000 level while working less and making more. Like our student Tom Russo Photography in New Jersey.
I had an annual income of sales of $420,000. Highest month of sales was $54,000.
And Kaylee Taylor hitting 5-figure months in the beginning of her career. Her first month using the strategies I'm about to show you got her to her first $12,000 month. And if you stay to the very end of the video, I'll give you our best performing inquiry response script that we send every couple that reaches out about our services. Now, I know there are a lot of distractions all around us. What you're about to learn has helped a lot of our students scale to $100,000 to over $400,000 years and can change your life. If you don't want to miss a single crucial step, stay focused, close out of social media and email, separate yourself from others, give me your complete attention. Now, if you're watching this, we probably have similar experiences because about a decade ago, I was in a very frustrating situation. I had just come back from a year abroad in Peru and Bolivia as a missionary, and I actually found my passion of photography there. And I didn't even care about money at this time. I just wanted to photograph weddings and make enough to do what I loved. Little did I know, I would not even be able to do that. I won't go too deep into my story. I want to get straight to the value for you. But long story short, I was on The Knot, Wedding Wire, and Thumbtack, hustling word of mouth and social media with very little to show for it. I did this for years, not even making enough to move out of my friend's basement, and ended up having to get a job cleaning toilets as a janitor. My wife, who was my fiance at the time, was working with me on the business, but I still felt so ashamed that I could not get enough leads or clients to provide for my soon-to-be wife. I was embarrassed that I kept getting price shopped and ghosted. How could I be an award-winning photographer, awarded with Fearless Photographers, and featured on other platforms, but I was still undercharging, plateauing, cleaning toilets for work, and could not even get to the 6 figures. The truth is, we've all been fed a lie. For years, big companies have been indoctrinating the wedding industry. Sign up for The Knot, Wedding Wire, Wedding Pro, or Thumbtack. Go to this wedding fair. It's all about word of mouth or Reels and TikTok, whatever the next trend is. But this is what the majority of the photography and filmmaking industry has done with very little to show for it. And finally, after years of trial and error, failures, and money spent on mentors I had to find outside of the wedding industry, I was able to master a system that worked 10 times faster than anything I've ever tried. We were able to build a 6-figure business. I left my 9-to-5 job, and I was finally able to feel like I could provide for my wife. But not only that, we got to a point where we've taught this to almost 1,000 students worldwide, getting results even faster than we did. Like our student Madison Dresser.
Hi, I'm Madison Dresser. After joining the WLMA, I booked my first $6,000 wedding, which led me to a $30,000 month.
We were invited to share the WLMA scaling system on We Are Creative, Capture Crew podcast, and Bokeh podcast, and turn this into a huge movement. Now, imagine what your life will be like after you know how to generate leads on demand. Build a thriving fan base of engaged couples and charge $5,000 to over $10,000 wedding packages. Can you see how much freedom and income, time, and energy that would create for you and your family? Would that make things better for you? Well, in this video, I'm going to share the 3 things me and our students are doing right now to scale to the multiple 6 figures year after year, faster than anyone else in the wedding industry. No one has done this like us before. So let's get into it. But before we continue the workshop, make sure to sign your name and email on the screen right now. Perfect, let's begin. Point number 1 of 3. Take the conversion offline and raise your prices. Now, being able to have an outstanding product is key to raising your prices because you want to get to a point where you are charging $5,000 to $10,000 packages or more and collecting 50% to 100% deposits as much as possible. Why? Cash flow is king in business. Now, when you've done this, at this point, you only need 2 to 4 weddings a month to start hitting $20,000 a month in bookings, or even hitting $30,000 months like our student Madison you saw. With a small associate team, you could easily scale this to $50,000 months without doing much weddings. The obvious way to get high ticket prices is ensuring your portfolio, website, and brand are excellent. But that's just 50% of the process. You need to take the conversion offline. No more just sending a pricing guide, no more having your prices all displayed on your website. You're leaving so much money on the table when you do this. You're being ghosted without even having the chance to share your true value. When you get couples in a wedding consultation, and you don't just wing it, but if you truly know what you're doing, you can easily book those high-end prices while increasing conversions. We teach a very unique process and script, which helped our student Aiden, who's a member of our WLMA program. He doubled his prices, is closing over 90%, and broke 6 figures his first year in business working with us.
I was able to book packages as high as $10,000 and scale into 6 figures within my first year in business.
Point number 2 of 3, creating a nurturing ecosystem. Now, I really love fancy cups. If I'm drinking wine or whiskey, I like to make sure it's in a fancy cup and I collect them. So I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I saw these incredibly cool artistic whiskey cups in an ad that I just had to get. But at the moment I was working and I just did not have time to jump on the website to purchase them. Now, you know what sucked? When I was finally ready to buy them, I could not remember the brand name of the cups for the life of me. I searched all over Google, but the brand was nowhere to be found. What was the company name? You know what is really sad? Just as that happened to me, the exact same thing is happening in your wedding business right now. The majority of wedding leads who find out about you forget about you. There is just too much noise in the online world. No matter how good you are, it's so easy to forget about your brand name. This is where your nurturing ecosystem comes in. It takes about 7 marketing impressions or touches to get an ideal client to want to make the decision to become a customer. In the online world, it's even more, like 13 touches. But if you do not have some sort of nurturing ecosystem, you are lucky to even get 3. So this is what our nurturing ecosystem looks like. The course starts off through a landing page leading to automated email marketing. We teach our students a template which we call the indoctrination email script. For this automated email series, we do what's called cross-pollination, where we can take them to TikTok, Instagram, a Facebook group, have them book an engagement session, wherever you want to nurture them. So now instead of feeling like you have to use the right hashtags or you feel like engaged couples aren't actually seeing your posts, you can easily get the majority of your leads to your favorite social media platforms, like our student Christora Osters in Kentucky, who recently quit her teaching job and scaled to $350,000 a year. Instead of barely getting any impressions or touches in front of your ideal clients, you're getting 10 to 30 plus touches. They become raving fans of your brand. They see you as the go-to authority, and they already know they want to work with you even before they reach out. This is where the magic happens. Point 3 of 3, the lead generation trio. Our student Charlene Ford had a huge dilemma. She had to move from New York to Tennessee, but how do you move a wedding photography business to a different state with no fan base whatsoever? With what I'm about to share with you, she was not only able to build a fan base in Tennessee before she moved, she was able to scale to 6 figures that same year.
My highest month was $32,000. And I ended up over 6 figures for last year.
Now, how the heck do we get 20 to over 100 wedding leads in our nurturing ecosystem literally every month? And in Charlene's case, where she's in a total different city. There are 3 different strategies we preach about. 2 are long-term and 1 is super fast. The 2 long-term strategies that you want to work on while implementing the super fast strategy is building SEO and vendor referrals. To build SEO Google rankings within 4 to 6 months, you want to do a combination of weekly blogging on your website and what we call SEO backlinks. You want to do a combination of both. We actually do backlinks for our students ourselves. With vendor referrals, we've seen particularly venue referrals to be very powerful, but those 2 strategies take time to build. If you need clients now, like within 2 to 4 weeks, you need a strategy much faster and more powerful. And this is through sponsored advertising. So far, we've seen the fastest and cheapest speed through Meta ads, which used to be called Facebook, and Instagram ads. Because when you do this right, you can easily take $50 to $100 and generate 20 to over 100 leads in your nurturing ecosystem. A very common case we experience, let's say you generate 50 leads, 14 of those become inquiries, 7 of those become consultations, and you book 4 of them, let's say 3 at $5,500 and 1 at $10,000. You just turned $100 into $26,500 in bookings in 1 month. Like our student Hunter.
Hi, I'm Hunter from Hunter Kittrell Photography. After joining the WLMA, I was able to build a 6-figure wedding photography business.
And Kenneth Bowie, who we just helped scale to $400,000 a year. Now, this is just a short video barely scratching the surface on how we take this system to such insane levels so quickly. There's so many key important strategies that are impossible to share in this short, tiny lesson. If you're struggling to get leads, elevate your brand, and book higher end weddings consistently every month, right now you really have 2 choices. You can wait, procrastinate, and possibly waste the next 4 to 6 years trying to figure out everything on your own, wasting thousands and thousands of dollars on testing and testing. Or if you're smart and you want to do things the easy way, we'd like to invite you to apply and be a part of our WLMA program and mastermind community of almost 1,000 other students worldwide, hitting results like this every month like you've seen in this video. The WLMA program is invite only, which is why we only accept a limited number of applications at this time. Below this video, you'll see an opportunity to fill out an application and schedule a complimentary business audit and strategy session with me or someone from our team. In the business audit on Zoom, we will diagnose your current business structure, audit your portfolio and website to see how much you can potentially charge, build the fastest roadmap to your goals, and ultimately see if you qualify to be a part of the WLMA program. And if not, totally cool. The business audit will still be incredibly valuable for you. No obligations at all. So if you're ready to explode your business and scale quickly instead of taking years and years to get it right, click below, fill out the application to join our WLMA program, and me or someone from our team will see you on Zoom in a complimentary business audit and strategy session. And for those who stayed till the very end, here's our top performing inquiry response script as promised. I hope this helps you book a ton more weddings. Take a screenshot right now. Did you get it? Awesome. Thanks guys, I hope you found this video helpful. We're excited to look over your applications and see you on a Zoom call for a business audit soon. We're only accepting a limited number of applications to keep quality high. So make sure you fill one out and schedule a Zoom call ASAP. Hope to see you in the WLMA family soon.
What's up, guys? I'm Cortland Wilson with Cortland Photography.
My name's Madison Dresser.
I'm Hunter from Hunter Kittrell Photography. After joining the WLMA, I was able to build a 6-figure wedding photography business.
We've joined the WLMA not too long ago, and we broke our first $25,000 month.
Which led me to a $30,000 month.
I had a annual income of sales of $420,000. Highest month of sales was $54,000.
And I ended up over 6 figures for last year.
In about 6 months, I was able to quit my corporate job and have a very successful 6-figure income.
I was able to book packages as high as $10,000 and scale into 6 figures within my first year in business.
I was struggling with leads after, going through the knot and wedding wire and the thumb tag.
We were struggling with a lot. I would say almost everything from branding, our website, and even booking clients as well.
Marketing and sales were by far my weakest muscles in business, if you will.
I think one of the biggest things that changed for my business in the WLMA was just learning sales.
I was getting more leads naturally and more bookings consistently.
And really more money than we were used to. But I think more importantly, it gave our brand and it gave our business face, a body, it gave it limbs, and it created this working structure that was living finally and breathing.
Everything changed. We rebranded. We started booking a lot more clients.
Was I skeptical before joining? 100%.
Because I was seeing all these people making like a bunch of money. I was like, no, that's not real.
Everyone is actually skeptical before joining something.
Because I didn't know who you were.
It took me a long time and like to realize to kind of say yes?
I was not skeptical at all because I've tried everything possibly. And
I don't think I was skeptical, which was a sign. You know, I always saw your face on Facebook everywhere for like at least a year.
I did some more research on Jordan, found out that he's not a sketchy guy that I thought he was. I mean, if I could have joined a month sooner, I would have.
So if someone is skeptical, do it. Trust us and do it.
Come, join the program, learn the things you have to learn, put in the work.
If you want to go to that next level, just bite the bullet and do it.
But you got to be all in. Whatever is going on in your life, and I say, God, just go for it.
And it's amazing what you will learn.
It's a super involved community.
If you're not willing to invest in your company's future, then you're not going to be around for long.
There is a reason that you are even considering this program. It's because you are having problems in your business. It all goes down to the one fact, though. This program has what you need.
We're talking exactly about selling as a wedding photographer, how to market to your ideal clients. It's such a just priceless piece of knowledge. Take that leap and invest in yourself because you won't regret it.
This course has literally changed my life.
I'm just very thankful that my job can bring me this much happiness.